Hello, and welcome back to Ranger in Time, Attack on Pearl Harbor, a book by Kate Mesner. In this video, we are going to go over vocabulary for chapters 10 through 12 of Ranger in Time, Attack on Pearl Harbor. Chapter 10, Another Attack. Chapter 10 vocabulary. Matted, especially of hair or fur, tangled into a thick mass. Sentence. Ranger's fur was all wet and matted because of the time he spent in the oily water trying to help Ben. Prickle. Of a person's skin or a part of the body, or in this case, a dog's fur. An experience of a tingling sensation, especially as a result of a strong emotion. Sentence. The fur on Ranger's neck began to prickle when he heard the high buzzing sound of Japanese military aircraft returning for a second attack. Cover. Physical shelter or protection sought by people in danger. Sentence. When Paul, Grace, and Ranger were trying to get Ben to the hospital, a second Japanese attack came, and all three were scared because there was no place for them to take cover from the bombs and bullets. Clenched. Of the fingers or hand, closed tightly around something. Sentence. During the second Japanese attack, Paul's hands clenched the handle of the cart he and Grace were using to transport Ben to a hospital so tightly that he could see imprints of the handle's wood grain on the palms of his hands when he let go. Chapter 11, Darkness and Smoke. Chapter 11 vocabulary. Unstable, not firm or firmly fixed. Unsteady, liable to fall or sway. Sentence. The fact that Jimmy's house was full of smoke and unstable because so much of it was burned made Ranger's job of finding Jimmy very difficult. Charred, burned and blackened. Sentence. The furniture in Jimmy's house was charred because of the fire. Winced, gave a slight involuntary grimace or shrinking movement of the body out of or in anticipation of pain or distress. Sentence. When Jimmy winced from the pain he was experiencing, Ranger knew he had to get help for this injured and trapped boy. Chapter 12, Are You an American? Chapter 12, Vocabulary. Straining, forcing a part of one's body or oneself to make a strenuous or unusually great effort. Sentence. Jimmy was straining to move his leg, which was trapped under the weight of a wooden beam, while Mr. Yamada lifted the heavy beam. Mr. Yamada showed great courage and strength as he helped Jimmy escape from the burning house. Culture. The customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group. Sentences. Jimmy Abe's father was taken away by American soldiers for questioning because of his Japanese heritage, as well as the fact that he taught Japanese language and culture at the school Paul and Grace attended. Part of Japanese culture is to bow at the waist when greeting people. Citizens. People who belong to a particular country, state, or commonwealth by birth or naturalization, and who have legally recognized rights and duties as members of that entity. Sentence. In the United States, laws are in place to protect citizens from unfair treatment by government institutions. Uniform. The distinctive clothing worn by members of the same organization, such as a branch of the military. Sentence. 3 soldiers in uniform took Paul and Grace's father away for questioning because some authorities in Pearl Harbor thought Japanese Americans in Hawaii could be spies for the Japanese military. And this wraps up the vocabulary for chapters 10 through 12 of Ranger in Time, Attack on Pearl Harbor.